What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the trailer home. I'm Walter. You're watching Kuntry 3D. Let's get the stuff right out of the way. I don't know what the heck all that is. Let's get it right out of the way. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button, ring that bell so you get notifications. You know how that works. Today we're going to take off where we left off. I'm going to work on the motor. I did get it working better, but I think I still got one pair of the wires swapped backwards. Low sound compared to intro. Yeah, because I'm using my mic and it's over here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, that's probably a little low. Is that better? That should be better. Trying to keep the mic over here out of the video. My lavalier was supposed to come in today, but I got a message from UPS late last night saying it would be tomorrow. So, tomorrow it will be. All right. Hey, everybody. What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a while, buddy. A couple of people in here I hadn't seen in a while. TK Prince is here. Michael Cassell, I'm glad you got to get your schedule right. Eccentric Nut, I wouldn't ask you to stop watching SG1 for me ever, man. Not ever. Echo, turn off studio. I always forget to turn those lights on. I leave them on during the day when I'm working. And they kind of hello? Echo, turn off studio. There we go. All right. It actually did it before that command went in. And you just turned up the volume. I hear you. For light leaks, I hear you. What's up? Pooch is in the house. What's up, Repcore? I need to have you back on here, man. Just to hang out. God dang it. Y'all do your community catch-ups, man, and they're always at a bad time for me. Always. I'm like, I get on for 5 or 10 minutes and say, hey, and then I've got something else I got to do. So, I hate that. I hate it. But it's just like the Friday night hangouts. I don't get to do those anymore because we're at football games. So, I know, right? But anyway, so today I went to Harbor Freight. I am replacing this because it is just, I mean, it is like right at the wear out point. Both of the clips fall off. The magnifying glass falls off. I've had it for a while, so I'm replacing that with a new one. Here, I got a camera. Guess what? I can do this. There you go. If you're on your phone, I'm sorry, but if you're not, you can see it. It's a new helping hands with LED lights. Let's see. I got it at Harbor Freight. Wait a minute. There was supposed to be batteries. I saw batteries in here earlier. Where'd they go? They dang sure better be in here. I didn't take them out. I saw a 3-pack of batteries in here. There they are. They just fell down in the bottom. So we're going to try to get this set up first. Because I may or may not need it tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any soldering tonight or not. But another cool thing that I saw about this is that it has a soldering station on it. So you can stick your soldering iron right here on it while you're soldering. You don't have to go back to the soldering bench every now and again. So let's get this thing together. And of course, you know, there's zero instructions with this. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. What's up, Matt? Alright, so there's my magnifying glass. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's try to get this. Okay then. Let's move it up here. Alright. I guess we're going to have to take that loose from here. You're going to need this down like so. Come on now. Alright, get started. Alright, well have fun on your daily micron. That's pretty cool, man. Glad you're getting that. All right, cool, man. This thing, all right. Got a lot of degrees of movement, but I'm gonna have to hold you right there. Okay, so let's try to get the hands up and around. Well, the thing is, I understand, you know, Harbor Freight is not the best tools in the world. But for $8.99, I couldn't beat this. I could not beat what this is. So now we've got you in there. So hopefully I can almost get these to touch, I'm thinking. You know, that's kind of weird the way they've got that. I don't think they thought it out as good as they should have. I'm going to be using this to do wires, so I need it pretty close to here. Alright, so there's you. I don't believe they thought this out as good as they should have. Either that or I'm just doing it wrong, which is completely possible. Alright, there's that. What's up, David? How are you, buddy? Alright, so let's get some batteries in here. Let's see what it actually looks like. And it takes 3. Of course, they're not going to give you any extras. That's okay. That is alright. I bet it does. I bet it does help with the stability, because that's something I'm seeing already. That may be a pain. Well, but they're beat to the lights I have now, which is none. I have to get one of those pointed dead at me in order to see, or get this thing I got underneath the table here. I'm alright. It actually wasn't a bad day today. Went and had lunch with my lovely wife. Uh-oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. That's not gonna be fun at all. Get out the way, Pepper. That's not just not gonna be fun right there. And I can see where this could get aggravating, because it's tightened as much as I can tighten it, and it just ain't quite stiff enough. But there is a super fine magnifying glass on there. That's not too bad. I think I'll be able to get my wires together. I tell you though, it is one of those things that once you get it set, you better crank it down if you don't want it to move. You're right about that. I am not gonna lie. I do need all the help I can get. Alright, so we'll go in here with the first one. That's what she says. Ha 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 ha. But I got something else. And I do have some more LEDs coming. But I got something else. I got some more wire. Oh wow, there's a switch on it too. Oh yeah. Now I know the lights suck, but yeah, those are right where I need them. That's pretty much exactly what I need right there. Just gonna have to learn to tighten it all up like I need it. Oh yeah. See? That's what I'm talking about. Now I can actually see though. Now you tighten down so you don't move. You tighten down so you don't move. And let's see. Alrighty. Okay, so that'll work. Harbor Freight to the rescue. Like I said, I couldn't get one off of Amazon for that. Hold on. Strap a beer can to the back for stability. You betcha. What you got down there? You in the trash can, and you in the trash can. I do have a trash can. All right, let's get this over here on the table. I wrote a new sketch for this just to try out the motor rotation. All right. And you can see it on the bottom of the camera right there. So I'm going to leave it like it is. Let me move my thing right here. Let's get this set up so y'all can see it better. Let's pull this down to right there, maybe. Let's see how that looks. Overhead. Not overhead. Tabletop. Not quite. There you go. All right, so you can see that. Why are you autofocus? I turned the damn autofocus off and then closed the Logitech. Oh, I wish it would save the settings. It's probably pretty low with me talking over here from the microphone because the microphone's right there. So I apologize for that. Let's go to here. Advanced. Turn off the damn autofocus. Advanced. Turn off the autofocus and minimize. Yeah, right. Well, my lavalier was supposed to be in today, but thank you UPS, it is not. I got an email last night that says it will be tomorrow. So it will be tomorrow. All right. So now I've got power to it, right? All right, and I wrote a little sketch that makes it go like 3 turns around and then like 2 turns backwards, right? So when it boots, then we brake, then it goes the other way. And it works, but it's rougher if you hold the motor and watch. I don't know if you can see it or not. All right, so it spins great that way. But the motor feels really rough that way. It's spinning, but it's kind of like the motor's running over pebbles. It's smooth, but it ain't. How about that? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Pretty sure that is loud enough. Well, it may not be. Hold on. Windows settings, open sound settings. I really wish. All right, so we got you. All right, my input device is the blue snowball right there. Let's go to sound control panel. Let me fix my sound. Recording, microphone. Find the blue snowball. Right there. Go to properties, levels. Nope, it's at 100. So it should be better. I mean, it looks like it's ramped up pretty damn high. Oh, that's perfect. All right, good. It's in my way. But anyway, so let me open up Marlin or Arduino. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Put my keyboard down here. ARD. Oh, D. Arduino. There we go. Let me open up Arduino. Hopefully, I think it opens up the same sketch I had before. No, I don't want a new version. I want this version. And basically, here's I'm gonna need my keyboard up here because we're gonna make some changes, and I want y'all to see what this does when I do my programming. This is the motor shield, the Adafruit motor shield, pooch. It's not a driver. Well, it is. I don't know what drivers are on here, but it's just straight up Adafruit motor shield. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. First, let's go to the right camera thing here. Let's go to cameras. Nope, here. Let's go to mains. All right, so there's my tabletop. You can see the motor. All right, so there's that. I am going to share the screen, this screen, and share it. All right, so now you can see the motor. You can barely see me. It won't let me, yeah, it won't let me do anything better than that. Wait, let me see. Yeah, let me do that, but you can't see the screen. All right, you still can't see the damn screen. Anyway, basically what this code does is it just sets up your driver, right? And then what I've got it going is I have to do this one step in a loop. All right, so that's what I have to do. So I've got it doing 3 loops there and then 3 loops back. Then a delay of 10 seconds. There's a delay of 3 seconds in between them. So that's it. That's all I've got it doing. I've got the speed set to 200. We can slow it down to about 5, I think. Here, let's do that. Let's slow it down to 5 and let's see what it looks like. Hold on. Let me go to here. All right, so that's really fast. Let's pop this and let it compile. Single, Matt. I'm using single. And yeah, you're right. It did shake it pretty bad. All right, so it's uploading. All right, it's done. Now it's slowed down. That's on 5. But you can hear it. Here, I want you to listen. It's 10 seconds. But listen to the forward and then the backwards. Now, could you hear the difference? I hope you could. All right, same distance. Equal. And then that's just nasty. It is. It just sounds nasty. So what happens if I give it a 1? How slow will this actually go? Because that's pretty fast still. At 5. 5. Uh, 200. That's a normal NEMA 17. Yeah, listen to it on the table. Listen right there. Forward. And backwards. There. Really? Well, I haven't tried another stepper motor. I do have another one. I've got another one just like this one. Matter of fact, because I have a pair of these that are for this project. Hey, I had it on the table. I put it in the box. So I do have another one that should plug and play with this one. Where did I put it? Did I put it in the box? Let me see. I don't see it in the box. Why are you not in the box? Where the heck did I lay it? I wouldn't have laid it too far. Right, there it is. It's in that box. It's in the box with the parts. Oh. All right. So let's try the other stepper. Yeah, and I tried it on micro step, and I tried it on all the others and all that stuff. Well, let's try it. Let's do it anyway, just for giggles. One, two, three, four, five, 6 pins on there, and I've got 4 pins coming in. Why? I don't care nothing about it. All right, so let's do it on this one. Are you sure it's that I don't have one pair of these? Backwards? Because, I mean, this is a brand new driver shield, so I'm hoping it's not that. But if they all do that, but could it be that I have one of these pairs swapped? I can try it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, right? If I pop out one of the wires here and pop it into the other side, break on through to the other side. But I did after the stream the other night. Yeah, I know, but then don't you have to, if you use micro stepping, you have to turn up your steps per millimeter or something, or you have to multiply by 16 or whatever it is, right? I think that's right. But I want to show you something really weird. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Glitch. Yeah, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying this is what I'm getting. And I mean, it ain't like motor shields are super expensive, but what are they, $15, $16? I mean, you don't want to go having to buy. I've got another one here. All right, so I swapped the black and the green. They're the same pair, but I swapped them around. Let's see if it makes any difference. Smooth forward. No, that's worse. That's worse. So maybe it's the other side. I don't think so. Yeah, but that's. I swear. That's one thing I don't like about StreamYard. Yeah, my issue is only in reverse. Nothing else. Just reverse. Yeah, I didn't pull out a plug. I hit my mouse, and I have one of them set to the back button because I use it quite often while developing websites. And I guess I hit the back button because it took me out of the studio. They've got a pop-up message on everything except for are you sure you want to leave the studio? I mean, when you hit end broadcast, it's like, are you sure you want to end the broadcast? No, I just clicked it because I'm ready to stay here. But yeah, no, it's really pain in the butt when it does that. That's the first time I've done that. I can do that actually. I can put the. Let's see. I can swap the pairs. That's what I can do. And I soldered them last night, so they're a lot easier to get in and out. Or not last night, but the other night after the stream. Yep, I did. All right, so let's swap this. Let's turn this over. Let's put the pairs on the other side. Another thing, anybody out there do cellular much? I need somebody that knows more about cellular stuff than I do, which should be pretty much everybody out there, but you know, somebody that might do it on a professional level. Anybody? Yeah, I know. But I don't have any. Alright. God dang it. I didn't push it in far enough. Alright, Robbie Mac. Don't do it. Tomorrow night at the football game. I knew that was coming, Robbie Mac. I told you not to do it. But you did it anyway. Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner. Let's see. Perfectly smooth forward. Crappy backwards. So it didn't matter. Did not make a difference. Motor nor wire swapping or anything else made a difference. I mean, I can try the other end on the driver and swap my stepper motor up there and see. But I'm not sure that that's going to make a difference. I'm not sure that's going to make a difference at all. I mean, it'll still work. Don't get me, it's not going to make the gate stutter when the gate spins, okay? But looking through David's code, Glitch's code, right? He doesn't use the one step, okay? He uses the step blah, blah, blah. Now, if I go, and let me go back to my screen share here. And I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Not really sure. But right here, I'm using this one step in a loop. Okay? But if I go and I comment this out, and I take, and I'm going to copy this step here, and go to N, Control C, Control V. All right, so now if I go step, and I put one comma. All right, this is the normal that David has here. This is what he uses to step the gate. Is the spring clip at the bottom bearing moving? I don't know. I'd have to look and see. It might be. On both motors, I wouldn't think so. All right, so we're going to upload this. All right, now I want you to watch. Okay, so I'm doing step one. That's what I get. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. All right, there's my backwards, and then we'll wait 10 seconds. I want you to watch the forward. All right, so I've got while I equals less than 600, and we're moving forward, then do step one forward, single. All right, so that's what I get. And then it does that. It spins for a few, and then it just did. And I'm like, all right, Carl, have fun with that. But the one step works just fine. But watch this. This is doing the step one forward single code that is used in the Stargate. Good night, Brian. All right, so there's backwards. And then it starts spinning and then just stutter steps forward. Even though I'm doing step one single. But it's not. It's not. I mean, really and truthfully, it should be doing one step in the loop. Step one. Now, I wonder if I delay it for half a second or whatever, if it continues and does the 600 steps. Because that's basically what it should be doing, is 600 steps. It's what it does when I do a one step forward. So yeah, I don't know. Did I check the voltage on what? On the motor? On the motor shield? What? Oh, no, I didn't. You are correct. I did not do that. Let's find out. Oh, I don't want to plug you in. No, no, no. I did not. My motors were getting awful hot last night, though, when I was running, just letting them run. Let's find out. DC voltage, and we have 12 volts, straight up, 12.01. I mean, I can give it a little bit more, but it shouldn't be that. All right, so now I've got 13.15 volts. Not the VREF. Yeah, you can't adjust the voltage. No. So I mean, it doesn't matter what it does on there. If this one doesn't work, then I'll get another one. All right, so I adjusted the 13 volts coming in. Let's see what we get. All right, so if I plug you in, fresh boot. Now, it did it faster. It did do it faster. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, with it doing if I go here and I upload and I change my code back to what it was. All right, so I'm uploading now and doing 600 steps, one step at a time, and it's working just fine. It does 3 revolutions, and then you're done. So if I take this while loop out, control, you can't control, I forget. I'm used to Visual Studio. Let's take this while loop out. And I'm just going to say step 200, which should be 1 complete revolution. That's what it should be. If I go step 200, it should be 1 revolution, right? If I'm right about this. Now, I'm not sure about the code. Yeah, see, and it does partly, and then it stops. Took the while loop out, just said step 200 on single. Hold on, let me see. The 8 step. Oh. Well. You have to wait just a second. The rest of my code won't ever run because. Alright, take this out. Take this out. No, I want to leave this in there. Leave this in there. No, that's right. Sorry, trying to read code too. Alright, commented. That's good. Don't care about you. And don't care about you. Alright, so now let's upload that. Okay, I'll do that in just a second. Hold on. Alright, so it's done uploading. Waits 10 seconds and it does the steps again. See, that's ridiculous. What's up, red light? No. I'm powering the Arduino through the USB and the stepper drivers through the stepper control, or the 12 volts. All right, so tell you what, let's do this. Let me undo all my changes. All right, so if I do that, I'm going to put backwards. And forward down here. So let's do them backwards and forwards. All right, so now my code's back to what it was. I just have it going backwards first. Yeah, no, it's still rough going backwards. And forwards just smooth. The jumper has to go on for internal power, and you take it off for external power. Yeah, I can do that. You're right. Oh, what is the freaking thing? It's serial dot. I forget it. I don't do much coding in this, so. What's the thing? Serial dot right line or something like that? I forget. I can go open your code and look, but if you know it faster, that would be great. I've got it here, so I mean it's not a big deal. And it is, no, I don't want the newer version. And it is serial dot print line. That's what I need right there. Can't never remember. Serial dot print line. Should be able to do that in the setup, right? And there's setup right there. Serial dot begin 9600. All right, so there's that print line working. No, I don't need you in there. I need all right. So count plus I. And then just do this right down here. Let's say backwards. Put a couple lines of code in here. All right. I don't want those lines in my loop because then it would just say a lot of that, and I don't really need a lot of that. Forwards. And this one, we're going to change, oh, here. Change that to there. We can say S. And let's upload, go to tools, serial monitor. Uh-oh. Serial was not declared in this scope. Really? Ah, what's up, Buttram? Oh yeah, well I did release. I'm releasing after each turn. And they still get warm if you keep running them over and over and over again. I mean, if I sit here and let it run all night, it's gonna get Where is it? Oh. It's capital S, dummy. Serial print line, serial print line. All right, there we go. Let's pop it up. It's uploading. Let's see what we get. Woo! Got a bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage. And it's continuous garbage. I mean garbage. Just a bunch of garbage while it's delayed. The delay is running. I don't know. Disconnect. Ooh. Here, let me show you. Let me show you what we got. Huh. Yeah, something ain't right. I don't have that in the loop. Oh, it's in the loop. I got you. But why would it do that? Forwards movement. All right, so I got forwards movement. In my count serial print line. In the loop. And it never prints I. So I is not getting set for some reason. Int I, while I is less than 600 and forward, then loop. I don't know. I really don't know. Because then it just goes to garbage. It's really all right. Here, let me share my screen right here, and I'll maximize the serial output so you can see what I've got on my screen, which is dumb. Can you see that? No, you cannot. Here. Now you should be able to. You should be able to see that now. All right, starts off my forwards movement. Then it gets count, but it doesn't give me a number. Then it just slowly goes away from there and diminishes my string. Why, I don't know. Why this, and it never goes into the while loop for the next loop. At least it's in the loop here. Let me look. Yeah, I got count plus I. While I is greater than 0 and not forward. So forward's equal to false. What's up, Teresa? All right, so something's not right here. But if I look at the code from the dial program, I just grabbed the begin to serial, set the speed, set up the motors, the one motor. That's all I did. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. But here, let me take all of this out of here. Is there a block? There's a block comment in here, right? So let's block comment this. Block there. Let's go down here to the thing here and go star there. All right, so there's my block comment. All right, so what yours does, let me change the line right here. Take the SM gate, so forward movement, Control V, and you say step, and let's just say 37. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna say 37, comma forward, comma single, like so. Now, we might be able to do double. Let's see if double works. All right. All right, so now let's plug this in, and let's see what we get. And I'm going to upload that. Uh-oh, what do I got? Got an error. Can't set mask. What? Oh, hold on. It's uploading. Done uploading. All right, so when I try step 37, here, let me show you. Let me go back to over here. This is what it does when I just try the step code. Which looks right. So now let's go up here. Yours is set to 10 RPM. So it's a little faster than this. Let's upload that and see if that makes it any better. Now I don't know how fast that'll turn the gate itself. Let's see. Let's see how fast it'll actually turn the gate. I might be able to get this. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, come on. Hold down. Hold still. Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. And the motor's getting hot already. It's trying to turn it, but it is absolutely scorching hot right now. So I'm gonna change motors real quick. I guess Robert V. Line, sorry about that. So let's change motors real quick because I need it to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, then I'm going to release. I'm going to wait 10 seconds and do it again. So let's do that. Let's put that in the code so that we can have it sleep for a bit. Where's my delay? Right here. Let's take these two. We'll delay that. Now I've got it on double. I think most of yours run on single. Let me see. What is this? Son of a buck. They have, hold on, they've got a damn thing on StreamYard. Somehow or another, Avast has got it set as a friggin' phishing thing. And I can't get rid of the damn thing to save my life. Wait for it to respond. Can y'all still see me and hear me? Message if you can. It looks like it's working okay. Yeah. All right. All right, cool. Well, now I've got this in the way of my screen up here. Avast throwed up a blocker that said that this is a phishing site, and I'm like, it's not phishing, and I created an exception for it, and it's still throwing that up there. I'm gonna have to talk to Gage and those guys. Yeah, I used to use AVG as well. All right. Double for gate, single for chevrons. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I've got this on 37 forward. So it should take 37 steps in a smooth manner, and then we'll release and delay 10 seconds. That's what I've got set right now. So let me plug this in, and then it'll do it all over again. All right, so let's do this. Uh-oh, what's the deal? Come on. All right, so I'm re-uploading the code. And it did 2 steps and then quit. So let's see. All right, so that looks smooth. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do 137 steps. And do it. Piling. It's uploading. Done uploading. Alright, so after... wait a minute. No, see? It didn't do 137 steps. And there's no way to release in between. So let's put this here. Control V. I'm going to release first. Print the line. Step. And let's just do 57. Alright, let's do a 5-second delay in between instead of 10. And upload. But see, it starts running and then it starts skipping if I try to do the step function that you use. Alright, so done uploading. Yeah, it's just crap. It doesn't. It's like bit, and that's it. That's all I get. And I should be able to look at the serial monitor. Yeah, it's just doing forward movement, which is fine. It's not a problem. Tell you what, let me open up the dial program and see exactly what we need to do here. Let's see. Stargate dial. Let's look at your dial code down here, because you're using the step. Okay. So you have your address at 27 blah blah blah. Let's go into the loop. Okay. So you call dial, which is a different... Oh, you know what? That may be my issue. Hold on. What I may have to do is do this right here. That may be the problem. That could be. So let's try this. Alright, so we're going to call dial. I'm going to pop this right here. And what I'm going to do, we're going to do this. I'm going to control X that. I'm going to create a new function. What are you two? Nothing. You're just an extra I don't need. Sorry, writing code. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm actually going to, because it'll call out to the other function and won't do anything until that returns, right? I believe. That's what it looks like in your dial program. Because it calls dialing. If dialing equals, so it checks for a return, and there is no void, but it sets a variable in there. Okay. So I need a variable for that to say done. Alright, let me see right here. We're going to say forward equals true. We're going to say C chevron, and we're going to set forward equals false. There. And I'm going to put an if statement after this. If forward. Hold on. Sorry, writing code. Give me a minute. Here. Later, old curmudgeon. Sorry. What's up, Andrew? All right, so here, if I put an if statement, if forward. Here, I'm going to put a not because I don't want it. Not forward. Wrong one. All right, so now I want to take this, Control X, not the caps lock. Now I want to say forward. All right, so now it should look, it shouldn't call this code again, and I need to take this out right here. Pop this in here. Then I need to say dial right here. And we're going to call this 57. All right. Nope, we're still playing with Arduino trying to get this motor to work right. All right, so I'm uploading it. Let's see what it looks like. Done uploading. Nope, that didn't do it. Didn't do a thing. I mean, it really shouldn't have anything to do with the loop now. Because if we look at the dial code, that's basically what he's doing. All right, so it's got a dial, then it checks for the if, then it moves to dialing plus plus. All right, so what is dialing? Oh, he's just got a 1 and a 0. Okay, so you're not even doing that. You're only doing like 1 or 2 at a pop until it... Okay, I got you. So what I'm trying to do is different than what you're doing anyway. So what I've got right here is... What I need to do... Let's unplug this before I burn the motor up. So it's not step whatever. Well, it should be, but it's not. So let's don't do that. Let's go here. And we will say I plus plus semicolon. And then right here, instead of if this, we will say dial. Yeah, I don't even need anything here. Because I'm not going to calculate anything. I just want to dial. Put 1. Delete. Alright. So I don't need this. If I less than or equal to 57, then I'm going to say I equals 0, and we're going to walk back through the code. I think. Why would because it's jammed. Steps per symbol times the symbol. Yeah, and that's what I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. Here, I want to try this though. Oh, shut up. Expected. What? Oh. Gotta have the right bracket. Alright. So now this should step 57 times when it finishes uploading. And it went boop, and that was it. So wait, let's do this. Put a delay of 500 milliseconds in there and see what it looks like. Yeah, this is the loop is not the issue. See if I go 50 and upload it. Let's try that. And see, mine does like 20 just fine. It's like 20 is smooth. So if I say 20 and release, and then I run it. All right, here comes the new one. Yeah, see, 20 is fine. But anything after 20, it tries to do again. But it's hitting that 57 times and that fast. All right, so let's take this out. And if I delay this by 1 second, it should just drive the gate. All right, so let's do it a little faster. See, and then I get that, which is stupid. So that's on 20 steps, and if I put a 5-second delay in between the calls. So I do a 5-second delay, and I'm going to take the if statement out because I don't think it's doing a damn thing. It nor the I. None of this is doing anything except for the delay. Oh, come on. Dial was not declared my foot because I got you and I don't need you. Run. What's up, Philippe? All right, so now I'm hitting. What I'm trying to do, Mitch, is get this to spin smoothly. So let's just say I put here. I'll show you on the code. All right, basically all it's doing is coming in, setting up the motor, setting the speed, releasing the motor, hitting this dial. This dial comes down here and says step 20. All right, if I put 200 in here, just step 200, I'm going to put single because right now I don't need it to do anything else. And now I'm going to upload this, and now watch what it does when I do that. It should do 200 steps and then stop. It does not. It does about 40 and then it starts stuttering. That's it. And it makes no sense. This is straight up basic motor shield code. There's nothing to it. no sense whatsoever. A current dip. I've got a 10 amp power supply powering an Arduino motor shield with one stepper motor on it. Oh, it's great, Philippe. I haven't put it on anything yet. I know. It seems like the drivers are cutting out. Now, I can swap it to the other end and set the motor to the other end and just see if it's a bad motor shield. If it is, I'll send it back to Amazon, and guess what? That's what we'll do. Here, let's do that. Let's swap it out. Let's swap it to the other end. I mean, I know the pairs, so that's not a big deal. And it could be. Could just be something wrong with the motor shield. So we'll swap this out. And I'll change it over to motor 1 instead of 2.
Incoming call from 321-878-2149.
All right. So let's do what we got to do. Yeah, they're what is it? 1/8 step, 200 revolutions per. And I've got other stepper motors. These are not the only ones I have. Hell, I've still got all the ones that came off my ANET. Yeah, they're 1/8. Yeah, that's what these are, 1.8. Black and blue, red and green. Come on, you can do it. Why are you tightened down? Ain't nothing in you. Anywho's it? Come on now. I soldered you so I wouldn't have to play with it like that. Alright, let's see here. I think I got these right. I may not. It may be red and blue and black and green. I may be wrong. Matter of fact, I am wrong. That is wrong. Get over here. Come on, you can do it. Hello. But yeah, I did own these out, so. Nothing you can do when you get bad parts. But if I set it to the first driver and it does the same thing, now I may have the pairs backwards, I'm not going to lie. But I don't think so. If I do, it'll be the blue and the green that have to change. That's a pretty quick swap. Alright, so you're in there, red. Alright, so now in the code, I have to change this to a 1. Yes, Philippe, I did. I am putting out 13.15 volts, so plenty of voltage to the board. Let's go up here and change this to a 1 and run it. Let's see what we get now. Compiling, uploading. No. Nope. That makes no sense. Yeah, no, I've got some smaller stepper motor, but I've got an ANET down here. An ANET motor in this box right here. Now, whether or not the pairs are the same or not, I don't know. But I've already tried a different. That's 2 motors, and I've got a couple more over there in the box. So I've got some more stepper motors. Let's do that. Let's unplug this. Could be. I have another Arduino, I believe. I can go look and see. But I believe I've got another Arduino Uno somewhere. Send me your code. Hold on 1 second, and I'll send it to you. Send me an email, kuntry3d@gmail.com. I know. Hold on. Look at there. All right, so here's my point that I need it to come back to. Boom. Dead on it. Stepper motor. The stepper motors are wrong. That's ridiculous. No, this one's working. Here. This is the ANET motor. No change. No change to anything. So these are Yusongshine stepper motors. There's that. So here, let's try this right here. Let's see if we can do this. So if I do dial, let's put an int in here. Int. Steps to turn. And then here I put steps. And let's do this. Let's do a dial 600. And then I want to make this. All right, so I'm gonna make up some code here. And then I'm going to say all right, so Boolean forward equals true. We're going to say nothing there, and then I'm going to copy. We're going to do several dials here, and let's see what we get. Oh, hey, I got a visitor in here. Is that visitor ready? Can I get a thumbs up from the visitor? Y'all look who it is.
What's up?
What's up, Christopher Riley? I just figured it out.
You just figured it out?
I just figured it out. Check it out. 2 brand new stepper motors in the box, right? I mean, come out of the box for this project. Nothing else used. They don't work. Put my ANET motor on it. It works like a champ.
So what happened?
Well, these will start spinning, and then they just start stuttering. Tick, 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 tick. And it should be smooth. So right now I'm setting up kind of like a dial thing so we can watch it dial some.
Okay.
And then
so I'm guessing on your new motors maybe the stator is flipped. So like if you flip the 2 center wires it would start working?
No, I tried that.
Oh really?
And I ohmed them out. So when you ohm out the pairs, you should pair those together, right?
Yeah, I mean you're if you flip them, so yeah, like a quick test. If you hook a wire up to it and you pair 2 together and it stops, like you can't turn it, it stops the stator. That's kind of the test to know which pairs go where.
Okay, so if you put in one pair If you plug in one pair and then you touch the other two together?
No, I mean, even if it's unplugged, like if you just have in fact, I've got many steppers right here.
Right.
I think if you just touch them together, that will stop it. Like, well, it will supply enough force to stop the motor, and then you can kind of tell which one's which.
So even without power, without it plugged in at all,
yeah, I believe
it'll do
so. I haven't done that in a while, but I believe that is correct.
1, 2,
find a jumper of some kind.
4, 5, 6, 4. Yeah, only 6. All right. So then we dial. Let's say 200, comma, false.
Paperclip. There you go.
Let's say 50.
But your ANET motor's working, huh?
Yeah, working perfectly. And I've got a couple of those. So, I mean, if they work, they work.
Yeah, so.
That's a good question, Matt. How would I figure that out? Yeah, I doubt that it's drawing more than my 10 amp power supply.
Yeah.
All right, 50. I'm trying to make up a dialing sequence here.
Yeah, so if on most steppers, so if you short out the left two, it should be kind of hard to turn. Like you should feel it click. And then if you short out the right two as a pair, it should be kind of hard to click. But then if you short out every other one, it should be nice and smooth.
Okay, well, I'm not going to pull the wires out right now. I'm just going to play with this code, but that's
Sure.
I'll figure that out once I get off of here.
Yeah,
I've
only ever run into 2 different types of steppers. One was one way and one was the other. So.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, but if you flip the wires around, heck, I don't know.
All right, so then I go here. I'm writing some Arduino code if you want to say hey to the folks and maybe give them an idea of what you're doing with all the damn steppers on your dish.
Oh, well, let's start with that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all these steppers that I have right here. A long time ago, years ago now, probably 3 years ago, so you've probably heard of the Thor robot arm. I believe it takes 7 or 8 stepper motors, and you can kind of hodgepodge a board together to make that. I've printed a lot of those parts out, but I never wanted to invest the steppers into making one. So that's definitely going to be part of all these motors. I don't know when I'll get to it, but that would be a pretty cool project to actually finish someday. And then the rest of them, I don't know, because I've got all different sizes, extruder parts. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Make a drum machine. There you go. Automatic. Stepping it up. Saw the Pulse video. Yeah, I think that's like my 3rd or 4th Pulse video, but I think that's the last Pulse video. It prints well enough. I pretty much just converted it to a Mark II and calling it good. I need to figure out what the next project's going to be.
Well, crap. Anybody know how you do default variable values in Arduino? Do you know, Chris? Like where you have a function and you pass in an int steps equals like 5 default. Does that actually work in Arduino code?
I think so. I mean, I think you can just define it like everything else. It's been a while since I hand did something like that. I might be able to find something I've done previously and tell you.
Well, I think I might have had this issue here. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. No, it's giving me an error when I try to do that.
You just want to set it to 5 always, is what you mean?
Yeah, like I got this function that says, dial number of steps. So I've got int steps, comma, Boolean forward equals true, because that way if I just pass in 600, it knows that forward is true.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that works. does everywhere else that I've ever worked, but you know.
Yeah, Arduino is kind of simple.
Well, that's C code, so. Let me go set this. Give me just a second. I gotta set this code to true. This one to true.
A full-size Stargate. That would take a while.
You should just build a Stargate. Well, you're not a Stargate fan, so I don't guess it really matters.
Yeah, I really don't get into sci-fi all that much. There's a few things that I've liked over the years, but mostly it's been, just kind of. I don't have the attention span for a whole TV series, but like there's certain movies and stuff that I've really gotten into over the years. I'm a huge Mad Max fan. Anything Mad Max, I'm all over that. And then there's a few others that I've followed over the years, but definitely that one.
You know, it cannot upload to the board if you don't plug it in.
No, you cannot do that. I found that out. I know that.
Why? I tell you what, man. Just go ahead and invent air uploading.
I don't know why everything isn't wireless by now. I mean, come on.
Hey, and backwards is much smoother too. It had to have been something with the pairs on that other motor, though. These other two motors.
Yeah, it almost has to be.
But I mean, they were incredibly smooth forward. Like if I just say, just do like there's a function called one step,
and
if I just do that one step, it'll do a complete revolution or 4 revolutions just as smooth as silk. But when I try to say step 50, it won't do 50 steps. It'll do like 20 and then start stuttering.
Huh.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Well, somebody said it in the chat already, but maybe the degree of steps. So when you tell it a certain amount of steps, what are you defining what that step is? Somewhere in the code?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's set at 200.
Huh. Yeah, so I don't. 0.9 is kind of an odd motor to get, just from Amazon or whatever.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Iron Man suit with all the steppers. That'd be interesting. Has anyone in the chat ever heard of Rosie? It's a project. It's like, I don't even remember what Rosie stands for, but it's a 3D printed robot project. I ran into a guy the other day that was making one of these, and they're very elaborate, but they use like 26 Raspberry Pis or something to control the intelligence, and like it can see things, and it can actually walk if you get really involved, but it's kind of an upstart project. I'll have to find a link to that. Robot made from the Justin. Well, that's the best Rosie that there is. Yeah, Andrew S. It's a really impressive project, and you can take that thing as far as you want to go. Looks like it's spinning to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's dialing. It's doing just like it's supposed to do.
So,
and then I got a 5.
So you keep saying dialing. So it's been a long time since I've seen anything Stargate. So what does it actually do when you fire it up?
Well, this right here. Oh, you can't. Hold on. Let me.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me swap cameras here. So this, right?
Okay.
Got a little hole down here at the bottom where that gear goes in and spins the inner ring.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And then when it gets to the symbol up here at the top, the chevron will lock in.
Aha.
And it'll light up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
Those are your points. Those are your points in 3D space to tell where you're going. And then your 7th symbol is your origin, where you're coming from.
Nice.
So it dials, it locks in each symbol, all 6 of these, and then when it gets to the last one, it locks, and then it plays the wormhole sound.
Nice. And then, one time, when the lightning hits the house, it actually opens one up.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, and I'm going to put the Stargate aside. I know we've been doing this forever. Yeah, it's 8 chevrons if you dial another galaxy, because then you have a distance calculation. And I think there was one that was 9, right? I can't remember what it was. There was one that was 9. So,
Well, I'll believe you.
yeah. But there was one address. I don't think it was Pegasus, was it? No, it wasn't Pegasus. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So, yeah, I gotta let this motor cool off. I'm gonna tell you, you can't just have that thing continuously dial. That sucker is cooking eggs right there. So, all right, cameras, tabletop off. So you just have out all your stepper motors just to be like looking at them and going, I've got all these.
Well, I had to do inventory, and then I realized that I have nowhere to put all of these, so now I got to figure it out.
Well, and I was wrong. And the thing is, one of these motors is on my Bear as an extruder.
Okay.
So I know one of these motors work just fine, and it works fine with Prusa, and those are all 1.8 degree, 200 stepper. I didn't change anything in the code for those. So it may be, and I did, Mitch, but basically I'm doing a 5-second delay in between the dialings, and then it starts over again. So it's still just heating up. I am doing a release after every dial. So, but yeah, so I know at least one of these was good. Why are there 5 pins on or 6 pins on a stepper motor if you only use 4 of them?
I don't know.
So are you only use 4, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I've only ever seen a NEMA 17 use 4.
But there's 6 pins on the motor. So there's
There's
another
6.
pair. There's got to be another pair in there, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what it would hook to.
Me either.
I'd have to crack one open. I guess I could do that. It's a neutral wire.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Mitch come up with it. That makes sense. For a unipolar motor. So, any projects that you can hint on you're working on this week?
Man, I've been kind of dragging on projects. I've been toying around with Ender 3 content, so I kind of wanted to get away from it, and it's not because of the Ender 3. I think the Ender 3 is fine, and the list of Ender 3 clones, everybody trying to make this mini aluminum extrusion printer for cheap, right? There's a lot of them out there, but there's a lot of people doing that content, and there are people that have based, all of their YouTube content on that. So I thought, well, I'll just do something else. But I did a review of a clone Ender 3, and I was like, well, should I get out of the Ender 3 business? And everybody's like, no, we need more Ender 3 content. So
I will tell you, pretty soon one of these live streams is going to be me changing the FEP on the resin printer.
Yeah.
Because I cleaned it all up today. Got everything ready to go early this morning, right? Because I wanted to print some stuff out. So I printed the reindeer that I've printed 50 times, right?
Yeah.
And they've always come out beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these come out, I don't even know what the hell was going on. They don't have a base on them, right? But these all came out with a base. And then the antlers didn't finish, and it was crap. So right now I'm printing an Eiffel Tower, and I want to see how that turns out. But yeah, I think it's just because the FEP has gotten foggy.
Yeah. And
it's scattering light, so that when the light comes on, it scatters across and makes, because even in the deer's neck, there were stuff just stuck out in the middle of nothing, that just from their neck,
Gotcha. Yeah, it's
so I'm thinking that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Resin is still something that I'm not interested in. It would have to get a whole lot easier, because I've done it a few times, and we've done it on the channel, like with we did an Anycubic photon. It's just
right.
I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me much.
Well, the thing is, right now, you can you can get, what is it, Elegoo Mars right now is like $249.
Right.
It's got the same print size as this LD001 that I've got in here. But for $249, man, I mean, I really thought about getting another one just because of that.
Yeah. Somebody, I saw some pictures that they printed all of their Prusa parts in SLA, like clear. And I'm hoping that printer is going to be at Earth, because I really want to check that out.
Right. All right, so I got to bring this up. How is your sub 30-minute benchy coming?
Well, you're not going to get any secrets from me until Sunday.
Okay.
It looks, I would say, it looks pretty good.
Hold on, I got to grab one here. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one. I'm gonna set it down here on here, and I'm gonna put the old camera on it. And I don't know. Here, let me swap over so you can see that better. Let's go to mains. And I know it's not perfect. All right.
Oh no, they're not gonna be perfect.
Can you see that?
Go full screen so we can get a.
Oh wait, yeah, I got to put me as full screen. That's right. There you go.
It don't look too bad, man. What's the front look like? It looks pretty good, and that's sub 30 minutes, huh?
That's sub 25.
Ooh. Well, then maybe I should work a little harder. It doesn't look too bad, man.
No, but the thing is, I've only gotten one of them to look like that.
Oh yeah.
At sub 25. Now, yeah. I've got several that are like 28 minutes and 10 seconds that look pretty much just like this one.
Yeah.
But every time I try this one, some piece of filament or something gets stuck off and it grabs it and takes it off the plate. This is the only one that finished.
Yeah, I worked on it for about 3 hours yesterday, and I have a really solid 25-minute benchy that doesn't look too bad.
Right.
And I can do it consistently over and over and over. So
and see, that's what I'm going to try tomorrow during the day. Yeah. I'm going to jump on here and while I'm coding and all that stuff, I'm going to try to slice back down to 25. That's my target. If I can get to 25 minutes, I don't care if you beat my pants off. 25 minutes. 25 minutes is a friggin' fantastic speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think mine is going to be winning any beauty contests, but it impresses me for 25 minutes.
Well, see, here's the thing though. On Sunday, we've got 2 hours, right?
Right.
So if we start out the show doing it, we should be able, at 25 minutes to 28 minutes, we should be able to get a couple 3 prints out of this.
That's true.
You know, to say, okay, here's speed, here's beauty. You know, what you got?
That's true. Yeah, I would like to see how fast I could go and actually complete a print. Because I've had some really fast ones, but they're barely benchies. It's just like a gnarled hull with some spaghetti in it. You know?
Right.
But
Mitch said he's just at 33 minutes. He needs to up his speed, and he'll be under.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I've got the Mark III set at 180 on this one, on that 25 minute.
Yeah, I really haven't touched the speed too much. I have bumped it up some, but it's more everything else surrounding it. The biggest thing that I looked at was so Prusa Slicer. Every time it runs, it imposes all of those machine limits on it to make it consistent. Right. So I went in there and lifted all of those, and then kind of set them to whatever I felt like, and that helped a lot. Auto cooling, that took a bunch of time off. So.
Yeah, and I appreciate that tip because I would have never thought the auto cooling added that much time.
Yeah, well, I took another tip. I took retraction down to like 0.2.
Yeah, I think mine's at 0.2 with no lift.
Yep. Yeah, that actually saved a couple minutes off. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it'll be good. That'll be a good time. We'll run a couple of them on Sunday and see what happens.
Now, have you tried it on your Mark II?
I have
just
not
on the Mark III.
I've just tried it on the 3, but I should go run one on the 2 and see if I can beat it.
Now the other thing is, are you running it through the MMU2 or are you just running on a single Mark III?
I'm just running on this single one back here. So.
I got you. See, mine are all going through the MMU. And not only that, did you start with new filament or is it just old filament you've had laying around?
It's just some crap that I had sitting around. So.
Yeah, because I think that's one of my problems with the look is that this has been sitting in humidity for 8 months, you know?
Yeah.
I started a Benchy on my Bear, and I heard it go beep because it had ran out of filament, and I'm like, it's a half a roll. I went in there, and it had just snapped it off.
Yeah.
I'm like, you suck.
Yeah, I got a couple rolls I'm fighting that exact same thing. Like, it'll print just fine, the print will complete, but then I'll leave it overnight, and when I come back in the morning, it has snapped because it picked up just a little bit of moisture.
Right. Right.
Yep.
But yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to play with the Benchy a little bit because Saturday and Sunday I'm not going to have any time. Got to get back out to cleaning up the yards.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know. Are y'all cooling off up there at all?
Yeah, finally. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer next week, but it was like 70 something, lower 70s all day today. So.
See, I thought we were good last week because it had gotten in the upper 80s, and I was like, yeah, this is nice, right? Humidity was down. It was 99 today with, I think it was 81% humidity.
Wow. Ridiculous.
Heck yeah, Glitch, do a Stargate and glow in the dark. There you go. But, yeah, I got some ribbon cable today. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
That's 30 wire.
Yep.
With ribbon cable. And this is, I got this because I was looking at what I was going to use for these lights, these little bitty mini lights. And this is 2 wire. And I know you can't really see it, but that's 2 wire. This is 30. These are tiny like the ones that are on the lights. And I think I'll have more room in my Stargate once I get those. And you didn't see my new little tool I got right here.
Nice. That would be really handy sometimes.
I had an old helping hand, with just a magnifying glass and the things, but it got to where I couldn't even see it. I mean, I couldn't get it right. So what? Mike said, "Are you still on?" Oh, had to do the phone a friend option. Yeah, well, if you can't phone a friend, who can you phone?
Well, that's true. I got on Mike's stream. Mike's been streaming a little bit here and there, and I got it on last weekend. He puts on a pretty good stream. He's got multiple camera angles and everything. It's good time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was I tried, and I told somebody this. I had to move my thing. Avast. I use Avast antivirus. It has StreamYard set as a phishing site now, so I've put exceptions in here, and it won't even let me get around it.
Huh.
It's ridiculous. So, yeah, we've blocked the URL phishing on StreamYard.com from being downloaded.
Well, you got to save you from yourself, I guess.
So I turned Avast off for an hour, and then in the middle of the stream earlier, of course, it come back on.
Yep.
And even though I was on the same URL I was already on, it popped up threat. So
well,
and then I hit the back button on my mouse while I was in the broadcast studio. I'm gonna tell Gage and them they need to put a pop-up in there, just like exit streaming.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to exit the studio?
Well, they have really annoying pop-ups for everything else. Why not one for that too?
That was my exact words. I said they've got stupid pop-ups for everything except for leaving the studio.
Yeah, so
and I'm going to.
Yeah, knock on wood. The streams were kind of looking crappy there on StreamYards for a while on my side, but last couple of weeks it's been doing okay. So I hope it continues that way.
Yeah, and I think I've finally just about got mine figured out.
Cool.
This is probably about as good as I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Until they decide they want to run cable down here, and I decide to bite that bullet.
Right.
And it's a latency issue. I know it is. It's got to be. Even like when I stream from OBS to YouTube, I think it's a latency issue that they have issues with that causes my streams to degrade.
Yeah.
So I've set everything, and I hate it because I like the ultra low latency setting for the chat. But when I try that, my video goes to crap. So I'm just leaving it on low latency for now. It'll be 10, 11 seconds, off of the chat. And it'll just have to be that way.
Yeah, I think I've just left mine on low latency for everything. I don't know. I don't stream near as much as you do, but
Well, I do know that Sunday we're doing the benchy contest, and we'll shoot the crap during that.
Absolutely.
But next week I am going to start mounting and putting everything together on the Stargate because it's time. I've got to sit down and solder all these lights together, glue them. I got some Mod Podge to use as glue because it dries clear, so it won't affect the lights. Get them all soldered, get them all laid down, because once the lights are in it, the actual assembly shouldn't take that long.
Right on.
It's pretty straightforward. I watched the video again, and I can't wait till I plug this thing in and it does its little calibration and dials, and I can say, there, you're done. Then I can do, an issue every now and again doing the diorama, because I really do want to put it in a diorama, so that it looks like it's in the ground and the team is on the way back or something of that nature, Plus, I've got the cool stuff from Andrew S. He printed me that I don't even know, it's the dog head, that got some electronics in it to run some gate lights and stuff. I mean, it's just all kind of stuff that I can add, but I've just drug this project out so long that I need it to spin up and go, and then the others I can do slower.
I'm pretty excited to see it, actually. I want to see this thing work.
Yeah. Andrew S. said it's Anubis. Yeah, I forget. Sometimes I just can't remember.
Yeah, I'm getting that way.
So what'd you have for supper, man?
Grilled some hot dogs. I always love a good hot dog.
Oh, man. I would love to have a chili dog when I got home.
Mm-hmm. Man, we're getting really close to Earth.
I know, right? What do we got? Hold on. Let me see. We've got exactly 2 weeks until we fly out, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
14 days until we will be together.
Traveling again.
Glitch. David said that it's taken me longer to build it than it did him to design and build it.
Well,
Chris, you got what? Hey, Chris, you got any of your finger if you want to sell? What? WFO Rider? What?
I mean, I'll sell you one of my fingers, but it ain't gonna be cheap. Oh, printers.
Okay.
I
was wondering. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure Chris wants all his fingers.
Well, I mean, for the right price, I am a businessman. There might be a few, but I don't know if you'd want any of them. By the time I get done wringing a printer out, it's pretty much worthless.
And then Mike's gonna call or ask you, say, which finger would you sell?
Well, you have to start with your pinkies. I mean, come on, that's no brainer.
I tell you what, man, you don't realize how much you use your pinky finger until you cut the end of that sucker.
I'll bet.
I sliced the end of mine off one time. Man, you use your damn pinky finger for everything. Everything. Even when you're trying not to.
That's funny.
I'll tell you one of the most painful things I've ever had happen. I was like 10 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can still tell, and I'll show you when we get to Earth. I was putting a chain back on my old motorcycle,
Yeah.
and I had it upside down. I don't even know why, or did I have it upside down? No, I had it jacked up so the wheel was off the ground, and I was spinning it through. And when I did the spoke, my thumb went through the spoke in between the chain and the spoke.
Yeah.
And the tooth went right in the middle of my thumbnail.
Oh.
And it went straight to the bone.
Wow.
And of course it stopped, and I had to sit there and look at it and go, "You got to back it up, dummy." So I did. I backed it out, put my chain on, and went riding. But you talking about hurting? Now, I have hit my finger with a hammer hard enough to make blood squirt out from underneath my fingernail, and that hurts. But that sprocket tooth through the fingernail, that hurt.
I'll bet that hurt.
All but the longest one. Oh, all but the longest one is the most functional for sign language.
Conveying how I feel to others. There is a lot of motors here.
There are a lot of motors there.
I'm gonna send you a set.
You need to build like 14 Chris Riley printers.
I need to go and just skip this whole thing and go into business.
I tell you what, you need to build one that'll take advantage of Duet 3.
Yeah.
Use every motor driver on Duet 3.
What is it? Like you can do if you get all the good stuff to go with it, you can do like 16 now or something?
No. He said that they think that the max will be 26.
Whoa.
They think. They haven't got it that far yet.
All right. Well, I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't, process that. I mean, they got unlimited amounts of processing power for things like this. So.
Yeah. But Matt did it right. Put dual steppers on every axis.
There you go.
I mean, what is it going to make you any more accurate? That's the question.
It'd probably make it a lot worse, actually.
It probably would.
The way I would do it would anyway.
Andrew S. said he put a pitchfork through his big toe, right? I nailed my fingers together one time. That actually didn't hurt until the guy turned it over for the x-ray. But I nailed 3 of my fingers together with a nail gun one time.
Wow.
That didn't hurt. That sprocket hurt, though, because it was kind of like, you see it coming, but it's too late to stop it.
It's one of those things that happens in slow-mo.
They don't daisy chain from what I forgot the guy's name, but what the guy said from Duet today was they have a CAN bus where they can daisy chain them plus the extension boards together. You can't daisy chain 3s, but you can daisy chain them and the extensions. But they also made a board that is a tool board. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I don't know. But the only one I've seen is that X board that they had.
Well, no, they made and they don't know that they're going to sell the tool board, but it's basically it's a board that the Duet 3 will talk to, that has the driver, the hot end, the thermistor, and something else he said on there. Yeah, Michael Cassell, they were talking about, I didn't think they said they could daisy chain 3s together. They had an extension board off to the side of it. Now, you may be able to, through the CAN bus, chain them together as well, but it would just be kind of redundant because then you've got all that processing over and over and over again. You really wouldn't use the processors.
Right.
Because like you said, the processor they're using is overkill. Oh, they did have a thing where it's got a direct interface with like a Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
So that you can write plugins that run on the Pi and interface with the RepRap software as well.
Well, so that would be a huge advantage right there, to be able to offload anything that you're going to run inside of a kernel
right.
to run out to like that. That would be, you could do all kinds of cool stuff that way.
And that's what he was talking about on Tom's video today. I did watch his video today. After I got off the phone with you and went inside, I watched it.
I saw the thumbnail on it. I saw that 3 was getting ready to come out. I didn't get many details on it, but he's like at TCT or something now, right? Is that's what's going on?
That's where the video was. Yeah, I mean, and Duet sponsored him to go to TCT. So
Okay.
But it was basically an interview, and he just stood there and the guy just talked about Duet 3, and I mean it gave a lot of information about the Duet 3. I mean, he said it's going to be the most expensive, which of course it should be, but he also said they're not doing away with the Duet 2 because this one is a step above, but it doesn't take away the need for the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't.
That makes sense.
In the 3D printing market, I can't imagine that. Well, I mean, we haven't got to a place where we're going to overrun a 2. I'm anxious to see how Tool Changer affects that whole landscape. You know, because they were using a 2 and a breakout.
Right.
But so
that's the thing. The Duet 3, I think you only need one extra stepper or whatever to run the Tool Changer from the Duet 3.
Gotcha.
So I mean, you could run the whole thing from there.
Yeah, when you start seeing a bunch of tool changing machines out, then you'll see, you know, how the boards and the configurations affect it. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what they come up with. I mean, it'll be well out of my price range. It's like the who was it? Was it? I was watching a video the other day. I can't remember who it was. Had an interview with those guys that are building the almost consumer priced metal sinterer, laser sintering printer.
Okay.
It was Tom. I think it was Tom's video as well. But they're doing laser sintering of metal for like 40% the cost of the cheapest one you can buy now. But the cheapest one you can buy now is like $250,000. So I mean, you're still up there.
Right.
But they're hoping with production they can get it down to, you know, $10,000-$12,000 for one of those, which then does put it into the hands of smaller companies and people like that, you know, that can't afford $250,000, but they might be able to shell out $10,000 to $15,000. You know,
right.
You know,
smaller size businesses.
Yeah. So
well, I mean,
I'm never gonna have one.
Well, yeah, but I guess, like, you know, I don't know if it's Cinerit or whoever, but I guess you can actually do SLS and the cleanup station for $10,000. I mean, successfully. I don't know how good they are, but
is it SLS?
Yeah, they have. There's an SLS machine that's $5,000, and the station and everything to clean up is $5,000 plus. But,
I thought the one I saw was the powder with the resin. That was that way.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up again. I don't remember who it was, but
they had a powder, and they just. All right, Glitch, man. We'll see you. I'll be working on the Stargate again on Tuesday. I'm not going to do it Sunday. I will be working on it Tuesday. I'm going to try my best to have the friggin' lights soldered up and ready to go, so we can just do it and then solder them to the board and do that step. But I could have swore I saw one that they were doing, and it was a powder with resin, and then it cured the resin, and then they had to clean up station and all together. I can't remember.
There very well could have been. There's all kinds of crazy crap out there.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, but I just thought it was cool because I just don't understand how it's that expensive though.
Yeah.
Because you figure you can get what? A 100-watt laser for a couple $100, right?
Yep.
Now, will that center metal? That's the thing. Will it center the powder?
Yeah, that I don't know. I know nothing on that level, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't either. That's I don't understand it either. Because I know that you can get some like these 80-watt lasers and then replace the laser in them for a couple $100 more. Right. With a twice as powerful laser. So, which I would like to have. I want a laser cutter one of these days. You know, when I get an extra $1,500 laying around, I'm gonna get one too. Watch. Hold your breath.
Yeah. I finally find that money in the woods.
Right now, I got an extra $15, much less $1,500.
Well, you know, $15 still buys tacos.
It does. It does. And if you cook them at the home, it'll buy a lot of tacos.
It will.
But anyway, that's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. And I'm gonna ask Chris to hold on, and we'll pop out of here, and then I'll be right back.
Cool. See you guys.
You want to tell them where to find you or anything? They pretty much.
Nah, I'm just a guest. I'm just hanging out with Walter. That's all.
All right, brother. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
All right, guys. That's it. We'll see y'all on Sunday, Fun in the Country Basement, 4 p.m. Eastern Time to 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I believe that it's, I think it's Glenn this week. Fun Country Basement. Yeah, we swapped country and basement, so I think it's Glenn this week. But go to funcountrybasement.com. You'll find it there. And we will see you when we see you.